Today I want to talk about mindfulness because it's something that has helped me on my mental health journey. Um, for those of you who aren't familiar, mindfulness, this is a good description of it, is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations, and it's used as a therapeutic technique. So like this comes up a lot like in, meditation, yoga, Buddhist philosophy. It comes up in my therapy sessions and stuff, and it's sort of like something I've had to apply to my own life, like as I'm, dealing with certain emotions during the day. Like, and sometimes it's like, it's recognizing like, oh, I feel anxious right now. This is what it's doing to my body. What is the real reason I'm feeling anxious? How can I like turn my focus on to something else? So it's sort of like, related to like cognitive behavioral therapy practices too. So anyways, I want to tell you, I had like a pretty groovy experience today because I signed up for this Zoom class. A local botanical garden, which I haven't visited yet. I need to like check them out. They have a writer working for them, and she was doing like this writing workshop, and it was called Writing in the Garden. It's so like serene. So basically like we were supposed to either like be in a place where we could view nature, like I was kind of like looking out my office window at, on my backyard, or like being outside or whatever. So anyway, it was really cool because it was a practice in mindfulness. Most of the people in the class were like these older garden ladies, like really groovy garden ladies, and I just like it made me laugh. I was telling my husband, I said, they sort of reminded me a little bit of those women in the SNL skit Schweddy Balls, where they're like talking about these Schweddy balls that like Alec Baldwin makes and creates. I don't know. Like they were sort of like, they had like that vibe about them, and like I felt that way because the instructor was really awesome, and she was talking about this flower at one point. She was describing it, and she's like, and the way that it does this is just so exciting, and just the way that she said it would like just reminded me of that skit. Anyway, so like this is what we're dealing with here, and it's like I feel like such an asshole like around people like this because I'm like. I'm sort of like more of a stereotypical like Massachusetts person. Like I want to be like these ladies, but I'm also like, yeah, guy, like that's wicked. That's wicked awesome. I don't know. So anyways, so the class was sort of like a practice in mindfulness because it's like, we were looking outside and like some of the writing prompts were about sound, recognizing the sound. The first one was recognizing your habitat in general and just like, what are the things that are like in your yard, and what do they make you think of, and stuff. And it was like really cool. So like writing about your habitat, writing about sounds, and then the last one was like the writing prompt was share like something that gives you solace or whatever, or like, a thing in nature that gives you solace or whatever. So it was really cool. And it just, I think when I do that, when I think about things more and I look at things more outside, like especially, you guys see like all the pictures like of me walking in the cemetery and taking pictures of like flowers and stuff like that and birds. And like I feel like before this month, I didn't even give much thought to, oh, there's a bird, like I wonder what kind of bird that is, or like I wonder what kind of flower that is. What kind of tree is that? Why does this do that? You know, it just like, it sort of takes me out of my own head in a way and makes me stop like focusing on like maybe depressing thoughts or like anxious thoughts and stuff. So anyway, so I think mindfulness is really important. And so I might even share some of the stuff that I wrote for that class this week. It's going to take too long to talk about or whatever, but mindfulness is groovy and exciting. So anyways, I hope you're having a great day. I love you. Thanks for being here.